What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? We're back again for another episode review of Married to Medicine. This is season 5, episode 3. Let's all throw a fit knee. Okay, so I'm just gonna go person by person because this episode really wasn't much. Got my chest down and shit. Y'all don't need to see that. But anyway, bitch, listen. I just got off a stressful ass phone call. When motherfuckers, that's what took this review so fucking long. I had some shit to, anyway. When motherfuckers don't want to, anyway, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's gonna piss me off all over again. But anyway, I apologize. Girl, we just be going through it. You just don't know. Anyway, moving on. So, we got Dr. Heavenly. Heavenly is talking to her daughter about the whole thing that happened with Contessa. Why she keep on calling that girl Contessa? It's Contessa, okay? I know you pronounce the O like a U, okay? Quit calling her that. She being messy. She being funny with it. I just don't get how come this grown ass woman be sitting down here talking to her young ass child about shit that she should know right from wrong and how to do. You needed your daughter to tell you, who is what, 9, 10, 11 years old or whatever, that you are abrasive and you come off very harsh sometimes when you talk to certain people or whatever. Maybe you just need to sit down and have a conversation with this girl and start all over. You needed your daughter to tell you something that you should have already known. I was just like, girl, if you don't get out of here. Then Contessa is over there at Toya's house talking about the whole thing, and she's trying to figure out where Dr. Heavenly was coming from because she did not expect that. And I will say, yes, Dr. Heavenly comes off very abrasive, okay? And did I think that she was being really, really pissed off or trying to start something last week? No, I don't think she was. I thought she was trying to make a joke, but once again, because of her tone and how she is, it came off abrasive, and so therefore Contessa got the reaction that she got out of it. She took it the wrong way. She took it in a negative way, and so um she wanna, I guess, meet up with they. Toya wants them to talk it out because Toya's like, Dr. Heavenly's been the same. She is like she'll come at you, then you come at her, and if you come back at her, it's like she'll respect you after that. So it is almost like a little hazing, like they said last week. Moving on, Contessa, we get a little insight on her family, how she got her medical degree when she was in the Navy. She's been a doctor for 13 years. She has 3 kids. She's married. Darnell Jones. Oh, say what, you know that I like you, baby. Girl, you know what's up, and I know, I know. What's the other one? What was the other song that I love from him? Damn, I love me some Darnell Jones, but I'm talking about the main two that y'all know. God damn, where I wanna be. That is my shit, bitch. That would get it every time. I was like, when you in your feelings. Anyway, bitch, it's just been a lot just going on. I'm just saying, ugh. Any fucking way, I really do need to blow off some fucking steam. Jesus Christ. Like, I was on the phone call, let me just say, when somebody, you trying to get your thoughts out and you just want people to listen and they're not getting it and they're trying to make you, like, it's just the most irritating thing. And it be so simple and they make shit so fucking complicated. That's what I just went through, so I'm scatterbrained over that bullshit. But anyway, so yeah, Darnell Jones' mama is her nanny. I said, okay, that's different, but all right, you gotta get your coins where you get your coins, mama. So we get to Quad, her husband. He's talking more so about, I need you to bring this to the office when you're gonna come back to the office. Her whole thing is he don't treat her with respect, and he even said it in the thing. She said, I feel in the confessional, I feel like he don't realize all the stuff that I do for him, and he said she make it seem like she do a whole bunch, but she really don't do that much. And that's such a typical nigga ass response. I guess because he's a doctor, a psychiatrist or whatever. He gets up every morning, he goes to an actual office, and Quad's not really doing nothing. And it struck me when Quad went over there to Simone's North house, and they was having this conversation. At first, they was talking about Simone and Cecil, because at first Quad was very, still on the half of winning the little potluck cooking challenge last week, and seeing how Cecil was such a good man and he this and he that, and Simone was like, he shows y'all a face that he don't show um me all the time. Like he's not so respectful and all this stuff, going over their issues, and so Quad offers and put out there that her and Dr. Eugene is going through some shit. Like he don't respect that. It's like almost as if he got me. Now he don't have to do nothing else to work towards keeping me and keeping me satisfied and respecting me and doing all this other stuff. And um I guess Dr. Simone was like, you got a man that don't want to compromise or don't want to, do other shit. It's something like that. And I get where she coming from. And of course, Quad start crying. And, you can say that these are small problems and they trying to make him big and all that shit. But these small problems eventually do become big problems if you don't nip that shit in the bud. Okay? People get divorced over way less, or they separate. I ain't gonna put that divorce out there because I don't want to see none of these couples divorce, all right? I want to see all of them. I want to have a TV show on, a reality show on where the couples actually stay together. And I feel like this is some real shit, no matter how small, no matter how petty, to see these couples going through their bullshit because that's what happened in a marriage. Everything ain't all or any type of relationship, friendship, with your family, with your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. Everything is not always peachy keen, okay? And that's some real shit right there. We can't keep covering stuff up. Let's put it all out there on the table. If it's gonna be a reality show, let's put at least make it 90% reality and put the real shit out there, Um so they cry and comfort each other over that. Speaking of more relationship, Dr. Jackie, she getting ready for this other fitney event that she had, the obstacle course like she had in the previous season. And of course all the girls, she invited them to come. They do come. Um but while she was talking with the director trying to get everything together, girl, Curtis out here bringing gifts, okay, crystals, whatever, to signify their 15th wedding anniversary, to flowers and all that stuff, Louis Vuitton, okay? I said, bitch, so you really trying to buy back her affection with gifts and stuff as if that's what Dr. Jackie needs, as if she that type of bitch that you can buy me something and I can forget all the way that you publicly humiliated the fuck out of me. Bruh, come on. Why y'all do that? He treated her like a basic bitch. And I'm saying that in the sense that, when you do something wrong, I don't want material things to make up for it. Okay? I want your actions to show me that you are apologetic, that you trying to do better and all that stuff. Cause bitch, I mean you can give it to me, but that ain't gonna mean that I'm gonna be like, okay, look, bitch, you can go ahead and come back. No. You just gonna be spending your money and I'm just gonna take it and we still ain't gonna be shit. Cause you still gonna be over there and I'm still gonna be mad over here. So what's the point? But anyway, I don't even know if they had a conversation yet. I can't wait till that episode when he comes on and they actually had a conversation. Bitch. But, that shit happens. So later on, another real ass moment I feel like was when Dr. Simone was with her son, the youngest one. I think his name is Michael. And they were talking about the stuff that he sees and hears. This is a couple that actually fights in front of their kids. And sometimes that shit, you don't want to fight in front of your kids or whatever, but sometimes shit happens, all right? Or you think you in the other room and you don't know if the kid is walking around or, your voice, escalates and gets loud and the volume just gets up and it goes through the whole house and you can hear everything when you think they can't, but they can. And he talking about how he was talking to his other brother about it, Miles, and he's the sensitive one, he's the emotional one, all right? He has a smart ass mouth, but he a little emotional, sensitive little motherfucker, and I get it. He said, sometimes he used to cry when he used to hear them arguing. And some kids are like that. They don't want to hear their daddy and mama going through the bullshit. They want a whole perfect family or whatever. That's life. That's what happens. And um did he bring it up? Or did they bring it up at the therapy session that they had that at one point? No, it was later on, so I'll get to that later. But yeah, he was just saying, I like how he put it. He was like, so when y'all used to argue and then I just started crying and then, all of a sudden the argument stopped. It was like, oh, so you was manipulating it. And she was like, but it worked though. It worked though. And I was like, that's sad. And that goes to show that these issues that Cecil and Simone have been having has been going on for a minute. And it's probably was something that was small that got into something big. And I'm telling you right now, part of the reason why they are going through this shit is because these two homes get rid of one of them. So you are forced to see each other every day, no matter what time it is. You're forced to be around them. Y'all literally sleeping in two separate houses. I understand one is closer to your work and one is closer to your work, but one of y'all got to make a sacrifice. One of y'all got to make a compromise some way. Okay, first of all, that's saving money. Cecil, you don't know if your job is guaranteed because you told us last week that yeah, you in the IT field and at your job every 4 months they've been like laying off people. So, I mean, you have to put forth the effort. You have to come up with some solutions and we identify some of the issues, okay? Now let's start trying to put forth some effort to come up with some solutions and then try to work on that, it's hard. It's easier said than done, okay? Moving on from that, uh Dr. Heavenly and them, they get to the thing. Let pause. Toya. That's what I want to figure out. Toya, this scene, like Toya literally said in the fucking preview for next week's episode to Dr. Jackie, what is the difference from between your husband cheating on you and my husband jacking off instead of fucking me? What? This grown ass woman literally asked that question. I have to see the context and what she was talking about, but I already know it's something stupid. Like, bitch, are you serious? He cheated with a whole ass different woman. Your husband is not cheating on you. He ain't sticking his dick in nobody but his hand. Okay, that's all he doing. He ain't doing it to nobody fucking else. All right. So what are you trying to compare? I can't believe that they really asked that. But anyway, she's sitting down there telling her daddy what's going on. I said, damn. Now, usually I would think, don't no father want to know about their child's, especially their daughters. I would say their daughter's sex life and shit like that. And she telling him about how her and Eugene only have sex once a month, and he said get a shower head, which means masturbate. And she told us about how her daddy was a hoe. Her daddy cheated on her mama with her best friend. She caught them in the act. How he was denying, he was lying his ass off. I said, nigga, years later and you still ain't gonna admit it. He was like, I didn't cheat on your mama. I just went to people who gave me what I was missing when I needed some comfort. I said, bitch, you was cheating. That's what it is. And she was talking about how different women used to come in and out the house, and he used to have their pictures. Okay, this girl coming over at this time, so take this person's picture down, put her picture up. That should not be going on in the household. Okay, that you are setting an example for what your daughter is supposed to suspect in a relationship with a man. Suspect them to either cheat or to have multiple women or to be a dog and all that stuff. And a lot of these men are not like that. And that is the example that you are putting out there and setting for, and kids are young and impressionable. They learn shit. That's learned behavior. Like, girl, I was concerned. I was concerned. And she said, thank God she married somebody who was not like her father. All right. That whole situation was a little, to me, I was just looking at the whole thing like, I just would never feel comfortable. First of all, I don't feel comfortable talking to my dad in the first place, okay? My sperm donor in the first place, all right? No matter what. If it gets past, hey, hello, I've been good, okay, bye. I don't know what to fucking say. But bitch, no, girl, I just don't feel comfortable talking to, what? What? Am I the only one who felt the way about that? But they get to the little event. Everything is going good. They split them up in teams. And, of course, we got to get a little bit of drama. Because later on, Contessa was there. Toya and Dr. Heavenly went to the side. And I think it was Toya that pulled Dr. Heavenly to the side or whatever. But Toya just wanted to clear the air about the whole thing with Contessa. And her and the whole conversation went a whole bit left. Dr. Heavenly get in her feelings about, how come you feel this way about me, and if you felt that I'm not changing. She was like, girl, I've been friends with you for 9 years and this is how you are and all this stuff. It was real stupid. I feel like Dr. Heavenly sometimes, I'm sorry, don't like when people call her out on her bullshit sometimes, so she take offense to it a little bit. But I don't know. That whole argument thing, it just didn't sit well with me. I was like, what's the point, girl? She just wanted to come over here and tell you that, maybe you misjudged and maybe somebody was overreacting. And I applaud Contessa because Contessa said, after thinking about the things and looking at it, I was the one. This is all about me. I take 100% the blame because I overreacted because I don't know who you are. I didn't get your humor or whatever, so I overreacted. And that was over and done with. But Dr. Heavenly whole thing was, which I understand too, even though all of this shit could have been avoided, and I still think they got overly dramatic for nothing. She said, well, Toya, if she wanted to talk to me and tell me this shit, why she couldn't come to me woman to woman? Why you couldn't let her come to me woman to talk to me? Why you had to come over and try to act like you breaking the ice or whatever? And it didn't even need to do that. So girl, whatever. They fine for right now. And then at the end of the episode, we get Cecil and Dr. Eugene, Dr. Cecil and Dr. Eugene, Dr. Simone, and you can just feel like you see that something is off, and you know, compared to how they used to be in the previous seasons and stuff like that. And after stuff was going on, they was about to have this. They was trying to make small talk, and it just seems a little bit forced. Like, let me ask him this and let me ask her that. Let me ask how his day was because he did say how mine was, and he did acknowledge me for a second. It did seem a little bit forced like that. And they was having a FaceTime doctor section with a Dr. Ken counselor, since he was in DC. And they said they did go to counseling one back in the 90s a couple of times, and that was that. And so, they was putting their issues out there. Simone was speaking, and the doctor said, I noticed when Simone started talking, you kind of look annoyed and despondent and irritated. And, it's almost like you just don't care for what she has to say. And they was just going through their stuff. And then they mentioned about the divorce. They got into an argument that past Sunday going to church, and the kids was in the back of the car, and they just going in and going in, and then Simone was like, fine, fuck it, take me back home, I want a divorce. And I was like, damn, Simone. So, they was just talking about how they basically literally are getting away from each other. They don't go out on dates. They don't, if they in the same place, at this point, they go to separate rooms because of the tension and stuff that's going on. And at this point, I don't know what can bring them back together. Like, let's put down in the comments, like, have y'all been in relationships, if you're married especially? And because everybody goes through that rough patch. If you haven't, it probably will come. But if you've been through a rough patch, what can you do or offer advice to get over it? Or what did you do to get over it and get back on the same page? Like, I'm pretty sure somebody watching this is going through some shit right about now. Put some suggestions and shit in the comments and help these people out, bitch. I wouldn't know about that shit. Let me tell you something. Relationship, girl, it's a stressful ass thing. It's a stressful ass thing. But anyway, that's what I was on the phone doing. Anyway, moving on. Married to Medicine, y'all. It's Friday. I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. And I will see y'all later. Peace.